Okay, so this week you guys and Holly will be starting with multiplication of decimal numbers. But before we start that, let me just remind you, or at least point out that whenever you have a whole number, the assumption there is that the decimal point is after the whole number. Okay, so for example, here you have 3. 3 is just equal to 3.0, or 24 is equal to 24.0. So you know where the location of the decimal point is. In multiplication, we need to always take note where the decimal. Let's move on. The first part will be multiplication of one place decimal value. Okay, so this is an example of the one place decimal number. 0.6, meaning you only have the tenths place. Okay, so after the decimal point to the right, there's only one number, so that's one place value. And so I'd like to multiply 0.6 by a number in ones place. So in this case, we have 0.6 times 4. Okay, so how do we do this one? Okay, the first thing is just ignore the decimal for now. Just multiply the numbers that you can see. So in this case, you're multiplying 6 and 4, right? So answer what the product of 6 and 4 is. So just like this, 6 and 4 is just like 6 times 4 is 24. Okay, in the previous page I mentioned to you that if it's a whole number, the decimal point is at the end of the number. So in this case, it's 24.0 or 24, and the decimal point is at the end. Okay, so the next step is to move the decimal point one place value to the left. Okay, so you move your decimal point to the left one place value. So for example, here on the right corner of your page, you see 24 with the decimal point at the end of 4. You move it to the left one place value, so it becomes 2.4. Okay, alright, so therefore the answer of 0.6 times 4 is 2.4. Okay, did you get that? We only move it one place value to the left because in your multiplication you only have 0.6 times 4. So in your factors you only have one decimal, one place, one example. Alright, so this one here, 0.8, this is still one place value. You'd like to multiply it with 40. Okay, so again, let's ignore the decimal point and just multiply 8 and 40. Okay, and 8 times 40 is 320. Now, 320 is a whole number. The decimal point is the end of 0. So the next step is move the decimal point one place value to the left. Okay, so yeah, that's your number here to the right side corner of your paper again, of your page. So 320, where your decimal point is after 0. You move it one place value to the left, so that becomes 32.0. So therefore 0.8 times 40 is 32.0. Okay, so this is how to multiply two numbers wherein one number has one place decimal number. Alright, now let's try multiplication of two place decimal number. Right, so let's see, say for example 0.82, two place decimal number, meaning you have a tens place, you have a hundreds place. And we'd like to multiply that one by 4. So the same process, we just ignore the decimal for now and just multiply 82 and 4. So you may need to do your vertical multiplication here. Okay, so after you have multiplied that, 82 times 4, that's 328 with the decimal point at the end of 8. Okay, next step, since now this is two decimal place, instead of moving it one place, now you have to move two places to the left. Okay, so let's look at our lower right corner of your page. So two decimal place. Okay, so from after 8, you move it 1, 2. So it'll be, your decimal point will be between 3 and 2. So this will be your answer now. Okay, so therefore 0.82 times 4 is 3.28. Okay, so if you're multiplying 2 place decimal, you move it 2 places to the left. If it's 1 place decimal, 1 place to the left. If it's 3 places decimal, then okay, so let's have another example. This is a little bit different this time. So we have 0.02 times 4. So let's multiply the numbers that you can multiply with, like in this case just 2 and 4. And so that is 8 with your decimal point at the end of 8. Now we have to move 2 places to the left because you're multiplying two place decimal number. Okay, but as you can see, if you move 2 places to the left from 8, 8 is just one number. Okay, so when you move it, you have to add 0 in front of it, just like that, just to satisfy 2 places of movement to the left. Okay, so therefore 0.02 times 4 is 0.08. Okay, so if this is a little bit confusing with you guys, you may need to, I'm sure Holly will help you work out some more problems for tomorrow, and also we will try to attach another video with, you know, harder problems so you can see the pattern as well. Alright, have fun this week.